So I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but the lion portrait is finished. Yay! I thought I'll share all my joy and excitement and probably most of all relief about the finishing of this project in a little video with you, where I'll take you through the last steps I completed, and I'll also be talking about how I will be going to complete the background and the stitching of it. So last time we spoke, or I spoke and you had the video of it, I was completing the mane on the side. I've advanced on here to the ear that you can see here. I'll zoom in for you a little bit. There you go. Turn. All right. This is where my canvas will be. So there is this cut, right? So this will be folding underneath the artist canvas. And what I've done here is with the ear, it's quite a tricky ear actually, because you see here there's different areas. There's really dark areas, then there's a bit of light, and then there's dark again with light, going really light, and then blending into the mane on top. So it kept me on my toes, to be honest, because I needed to think, okay, the fur blends in this way, so I need to complete all of this here first, and then need to blend over it. But on this side here, the light parts blend over to this side, so I needed to finish all the black part here first and then go here. And this needed to be done, and I needed to add the lights first, the highlights, and then go over with the dark, where I usually work with going from dark to light. So yeah, very confusing. Took me a while. Wasn't as a great experience as I wanted it to be, but I pushed through, and I think it looks fab. I like the ear. I like the blending of dark to light to really light, and then sort of blending here into the mane and into the background. Yeah, that's what I've been stitching last. So whenever I'm done with a portrait, I go over the edges and I see where it needs to blend in a lot more. So what I've done here is I have taken a color that is this, a bit, it doesn't really show well, but it isn't as light as it shows here on the camera. It's quite a dark gray. It also entails slight dark purple, like really, really dark plum. And I like to use that to blend into dark background because it's sort of, it is a subtle going from sort of this dark brown into the black. What you can't see here, I think, is that I have laid down a black area of hairs going all around here. And I've started then to blend all the lighter hairs into the black. So these hairs here, what you see here, they aren't just sitting on black fabric, but they are sitting on black sort of fur strands to give it a bit more of a realistic look. All right. Okay, so this is what I always do last. I go around all the edges. Let me zoom out again for you, so you can see all the edges. There you go. All right. See here as well, I've gone really dark and sort of blended in, and all, you might pick up here the black, right? So all the way around here, especially here, this was the very last part I completed, and the eyelashes, that I had to wait until all this was done so I could blend the eyelashes into the fur. So as you can see, it's constantly thinking about where I need to blend into, which area I need to do first so I can blend my fur into that area. So if I would have done the eyelashes first, I would have trouble here completing this area. I would have to do it. I needed to do it twice then, because all of this would be destroyed if I just gone over with my browns here to finish the mane that's sticking out on that side. So yeah, it's you need to keep track, basically. You need to also remind yourself that, oh, this is an area I needed to finish once this is done. And same here, I talked about this in my last video, where I thought I'll reconsider the coloring of this area, because it sort of looks like there's a chunk taken out. I went back to my reference photo, and this is exactly how it looks. This part here that you see down here is the mane that comes through from the other side, right? And I wanted to stick to the reference photo, so I could have taken this out. I could have made it all black, so the lion would have really sort of stuck his chin out, and that would also look great. But it's all laid down now, and I think it works, so I'm not going to touch it anymore. The only thing I need to do is stitch the whiskers. And whiskers for me is like, I don't know, cleaning windows. I hate doing it. It's annoying, and it's scary. Not that window cleaning is scary, but you can mess it up. I always do. So yeah, same with whiskers. Whiskers are a pain in the bum, because whiskers usually they shape, sort of, they bend, right? And we all know how sort of creating long strands and the bend in it is quite difficult. So I'm dreading those. I'm saying it as it is. I'm dreading them, but I still have a little hint for you if you ever need to stitch whiskers. You can either do them by hand, obviously, that gives you a bit more control. I might even try that, I'm not sure, but I'm not a hand stitcher. But what I found is, in my stash, I found a really sort of a thicker sort of thread, right? This is from Ammon as well, Sabasi 80. I usually stitch with 120, so this it's a lot thicker. And I sort of tried sort of putting it down, and a single strand of that could actually work if you look at that. I could double up, but then I'd need to be so precise to stitch the same length, and they would literally need to lie on top of each other, so that would work. And I don't think I can do that, to be honest. I don't think I can be as precise. So I'm gonna try and pull it off by using a single sort of stitch, and might have to do smaller segments of stitching, not just one long thread. I'd love it to be like that, but yeah, I'm not sure I can with the machine, neither by hand. So yeah, that should be interesting. I've decided to leave that to the very, very last bit. Oh, sorry, I kicked the camera. And I will be doing the background first. So what do I do with the background? As you can see, this is all black, sort of really thin cotton on the medium weight calico that you see here. So what I like to do is I cut smaller pieces of black fabric, like freeform. They're no particular shapes, right? And you can see here, I'm going to push this sort of the side, you can see in the back, right? So what I like to do is to just create little patches, right? So I'll be layering sort of small fabric pieces. That also means a lot of chopping and a lot of pinning, so they don't get lost while I stitch. So I'll be doing a lot of this, right? Sort of layering small fabric pieces on top of each other, pin them, stitch them down in free motion, I usually do circles in black so they don't show up when you look at the piece that is then hanging on the wall. So there you go. Why do I do this? Why do I not just stitch on black? Well, there's a few good reasons why I don't just take black as my background color. First of all, the black fabric doesn't like hoops. So whenever I hoop a black fabric, I end up with the hoop stain, so that the imprint, and it doesn't come out. It stains it. It literally stains it. Like it's not just a bend in the fabric like here, you can see here. It literally stains it, and I can't wash it afterwards. So no black. You might have seen this in photos when I re-hoop. I always fold the fabric when I hoop, so I get the stains on the back. But I usually end up having to patch over it anyway. So this is the reason why I do these patches, so I can patch over any hoop stains that I actually have or end up with in the end. Also, I really like the effect once I've quilted over this, that I have these raw edges showing up. I like that. It gives it more depth. It gives it an interesting background, and yeah, I think it makes it more interesting than just a black canvas. I could be painting all this black and hope for no stains, but I'm not sure that it would actually work for me. I do like the raw edges, and I might even be going into the black hairs that I've been stitching with my patches, which is fine because this will be quilted with the same color of the black hairs that I've used for the background. So hopefully it won't show and won't make a difference. I'd have to be careful here because I've stitched quite far into the fabric, and you can see here the fold, it doesn't overlap much. So here, this is an area where I'll need to be careful. I can't just patch like this because I need to be careful with a hair stop. So I'll probably be doing something like this here. Got to be careful here as well, so I'll need to cut this. And yeah, this is how I will advance. Lots of pinning ahead, and I'll stitch it down in the end. And once I've got all this done, I will be brave and do the whiskers, and then sign the piece, stretch it on artist canvas, frame it into a floating black wooden frame, and it's off to its new owner. And yeah, that's the exciting part. This is the part I've been waiting for the past 2.5 months. That's how long this has taken to finish. 2.5 months. It's exactly what I thought it will take, and it did. Happy that I calculated correctly, and yeah, I'm happy that you guys were with me on this. We'll see. I have a new commission coming up as well. It's going to be a bird, so that will be interesting. It will be fully stitched, no color splashes, no Inktense pencils, just thread. So I'll be taking you on this journey as well. If there's anything that you particularly want me to cover on a video or in a little tutorial, just let me know. Once the lion is all done and taken out and shipped out, I do have more time for smaller projects, and my own projects. This one needed to be done, and time was pressing. So I will be having a lot more time now. So just just let me know if there's anything you want me to cover, and I'll gladly do that for you. So yeah, this is the exclusive preview you guys get for the finished lion. The other people need to wait until this is actually done. I'm not going to share him before that. So have a good day, stay safe guys, and talk to you again soon. Take care.